Good afternoon, guys. We'll do this one on the pinball prepping side. So, saw something this afternoon that I thought y'all might get a kick out of. We know right now there is a battle in the United States, hell, in the world, between capitalism and socialism. Okay, no question whatsoever. You have the World Economic Forum, you have the Joe Bidens, the Emmanuel Macrons, the Justin Trudeaus, the Angela Merkels of the world, all pushing for socialism. Okay, that's what they want. The most hilarious part of it all is they are using capitalism to fund their push for socialism. And you ask, what do I mean? Okay. So everybody's favorite laughingstock, Alexandria Occasional Cortex, her campaign recently has invested $1.4 million in political merchandise. T-shirts that say AOC on it, tax the rich, fight for our future. This is the crap she's doing. What she fails to realize is, on a congresswoman's salary, she now is the rich. Okay. This is the hypocrisy of the left is amazing. When you get a bunch of white guys standing up there going, white people are all bad, or men are all bad, or, an avowed socialist like A.O. crock of shit here, saying, oh, we've got to have socialism. But so she is out using capitalism by printing and selling T-shirts, coffee cups, hats, whatever it is, okay, to raise money. Now, of course, she comes up and says, well, gee, this isn't capitalism. Our shops are unionized. We're using our money for free tutoring, for food programs, for local organizing. It doesn't operate for profit. Well, of course it doesn't. You're a politician. You can't. Okay? There's the problem. Kind of want to go back to, 45. He had to step away from all his business dealings because he couldn't use his political standing for profit. So, yeah, no kidding there, Miss Genius Economist from Boston University. The school should be so freaking embarrassed for giving her a degree. But she came back, Sean Spicer called her out, okay, and, basically said, AOC is using capitalism to push socialism. And, AOC came back, but I'm not using it for evil purposes. Like what? Putting food on the table, putting a house, around my family. Yeah, you know what? If companies don't work for a profit, companies don't exist. I hate to tell you that, but AO dumbass, go take a look at any company who has ever lost money and tell me what business they're still in. Because they go out of business. If a company doesn't make money, a company cannot pay its employees. A company cannot pay their rent, their electric bill, their whatever, just like any individual can't, okay? But the other thing that happens if a company doesn't make a profit is a company can't fund innovation, okay? Creating stuff, all right? If, let's use Apple, for example, okay? And let's go back to the days of the Macintosh computer, back in the late 70s, early 80s or whatever, we were still using, green screens and dot matrix printers and all this sort of stuff. If they weren't making a profit on that, they would have never had the money to create, the iPad, the iPhone, anything like that, because, R&D guys, research and development, they don't work for free, okay? So if you want socialism, and you can go back to, I don't know, the Soviet Union, Cuba, any other country that came up with it, and you tell me what innovations they have. Hell, the Cubans are still driving 1950s cars that can't go more than 15 miles an hour because, and I kid you not, they're literally using Coca-Cola cans to make spare parts out of to keep the cars at least moving a little bit. Okay? You know, please name me one innovation that Cuba's made. And don't tell me Cuban cigars, okay? Because if I want them, I can go get Dominican cigars, okay? Please tell me an innovation that the Soviet Union made that wasn't begged, borrowed, or stolen from somebody else, okay? You know, again, same thing. Look at North Korea. What the hell have they created? Nothing. They buy technology from, I don't know, China, Iran, whatever it is. Where does that come from? Oh, it's stolen from the U.S. So, you know, this is the funny part. You know, just, you are anti-capitalist, but boy, you'll use it to your advantage to fund your socialist ideas. Okay, you know, she tweeted a response to Sean Spicer, and it shows her ignorance. Right? She's not sure if you know this, Sean, but transactions aren't capitalism. Capitalism is a system that prioritizes profit at any and all human and environmental cost. Now, I will give you this. You are correct. Transactions aren't capitalism. Okay? That's not a problem. I mean, I can make a transaction. You know, I can trade a bunch of bananas for a bag of oranges in Venezuela. That's not capitalism. That's barter. Okay? But where she says, capitalism is a system that prioritizes profit at any and all human and environmental costs. Mind you, this is a woman who supposedly graduated with honors in economics and doesn't know the definition of capitalism. Okay? That tells you how stupid this woman is. And that, you know, New York, congratulations. I mean, and we're going on 3 years now. You have literally elected the stupidest person on the face of the earth to represent you. Okay? Name one thing she's done for you in the 3+ years she's now been in Congress, making $185,000 a year. So yeah, she's made over $500,000 so far just off of her salary. Okay, let's not talk about all the, the insider trading that she can do, or all the criminal activity that, you know, remember when she hired her boyfriend and, you know, to run one of her campaigns. And, you know, we don't want to go into the rest of the members of the squad who she, you know, ties in nice together with, you know, who all their criminal dealings too. You know, hell, you know, you want to be a U.S. citizen, marry your brother. What the hell? But yeah, a system that prioritizes profit at any and all human and environmental cost. Really? Okay. Please explain to me how the capitalist system is so bad for, let's take Walmart, the world's largest employer. You know, they might have something to say about it. Oh, let's take a liberal darling for you here, you know, Dolly. How about Amazon? You know, Amazon wants to control the world, okay? Bezos is as far left as you are, you know. Fortunately, hopefully, you guys are one step away from the cliff where you fall off. But, you know, so are you telling me that you're anti-Amazon? Well, I don't know, you know, you did kick him out of, you know, bringing, 25,000 jobs to New York? You know, but because of, you know, your idiocy, you got rid of it? You know, no, honey, I hate to tell you this, okay? Go back and play in your safe space. Let intelligent people talk about, things like how to run an economy, because you ain't one of them, and you never will be, okay? You know, capitalism is the only thing in the world economically that works for long term. Socialism is a failed effort every single time it's been tried. Okay? Please, name me one example, just one AOC, where socialism's been a success. You can't. Okay? Can I name one where capitalism's been a success? Oh, I can name a lot of them. You know, pretty much all of Western Europe. prior to the morons, the Merkels and the Macrons. Now, I don't know, 200 and some odd years of the United States, that would be a pretty good example. What does every socialist country, what do the people of every socialist country aspire to be? Capitalists. What do the people of every socialist country aspire to be? Dictators. Guess what? We ain't taking no dictators. And lady, you ain't smart enough to manage a dog kennel. So I don't know what the hell you think you're going to be this uber important person for, but it ain't happening, okay? Dumb as a box of rocks. Go back and play in the sandbox. Sit down with the kindergartners and try to learn something. It might be a beneficial use of your time. Have a good one, y'all. Pinball out.